Hello and welcome back to Around the Block. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's video. It's a big one today. We've got the final game before we have that sort of winter break, and then we're going to spend our time looking for a new striker and potentially an attacking midfielder as well, because quite frankly, we need it. And it's been pretty evident in the game since you guys were last here that we need them as well. Now, since you guys were last here for the 2-0 win against Final, but then that 2-0 loss to Bohemians, we've played 4 games, and actually we've won 4 of them. 2 of them very, very well, but 2 of those games we weren't really too fussed about because we'd already qualified through our Europa League group. So we started off against Brno, a team in our division, beat them 1-0 with Hasek scoring the goal in that one. We then had a 4-0 win against Alashkert in the Europa Conference League, which we don't really need to think about too much now that we are qualified from our group. And actually, we've won every single game in the group now, which is pretty exciting. So that's pretty good for us. We then have a draw against a team called Seski. I can't even say it properly. Budajovci. Seski. We'll call them that. Either way, we drew 1-1 with them when we nearly lost it. A 92nd minute equaliser for us there. So not a great game there, but then a 4-1 win against Sarajevo. So Europe, we're doing pretty well. League-wise, maybe not so much. But the exciting thing is, it is ridiculously tight in the Czech First Division. As you can see, we're on 34 points in 4th place. There's 2 teams below us actually on 32 points, and even the team in 7th on 30 points. They're very close by. Dukla at the top on 36 points, so it's ridiculously tight. Hopefully, we get another striker that's going to score plenty of goals for us, and then we just take the second half of the season by storm and hopefully win the league. You can also see we have qualified from our Europa League group, top of the group, 6 wins from 6 games, which is fantastic. So that means we go into the second knockout round of the Europa Conference League. So we don't have to do the first qualifying round, or knockout round, I should say. So a little while before we find out who we're playing in the Europa League knockout round, or second knockout round, I should say. But if we click on Europa League, when it wants to load, if we go through to first knockout round, hasn't actually been drawn yet. Drawn tomorrow, so then we can see what teams are in there and potentially who we could come up against along the way. But first things first, we're going to get into this game, finish it off, and then we're going to go through basically our scout reports and just try and find a good striker. This is the team then that should be hopefully winning the game, fingers crossed. We've got a really good defence and midfield, I think. It's just the attack where we're being let down a little bit, I would say. So Hornacek in goal, with Polosek again playing at left back today because Jimenez is suspended for this one. He's back from injury obviously, but suspended for this one. Vanka and Gomez though at that centre back partnership with Dagnoko at right back. Morales, Lenigel and Larea in that midfield partnership with Hasek, Nenka out wide and Diamande up front. Now, to be fair, the goals are sort of coming from all over the pitch. You know, 3 for Nenka, we've got 7 for Hasek, 7 for Diamande, but they're not all coming in the league. A lot of these goals are coming from European competitions. We need more goals in the league. Sablik's got 6 when he's played. Fuka's also got 7. So they're coming from all over the pitch, but we need someone to add to that and actually score 20 goals on top of these guys scoring, 9-7, 7-6. So as kickoff is upon us, it's a big week this week. It's the Streamer Showdown week once again. So this is when a lot of Foot Manager creators come together basically, and we have a big tournament every month. And I've been involved in one before, actually playing it. I've been involved on the Lowdown, which is like the Sky Sports version of it, a couple of times. I'm in it playing once again against, I think actually if I get everyone's names up for it. So I'm in it. There's also Fox in the Boxers, Viking Dan, there's second yellow card, there's Lewis H, there's James Alcott, there's Lelujo, Zealand, and Visa is also in this one. So hopefully we go one step. We lost in the final last time, which is very upsetting. Hopefully we go one step further and actually win it this time. I think we've got a good chance of doing so. But the draft is on Thursday. The stipulation this time is we've got 900 million to spend. We've sort of edited the game a little bit as that's a stupidly good goal for how are we conceding goals? Which is not going well this league, is it, right now? To take me away from that sort of anger, though, it's a £900 million to spend on 20 players from the English Premier League, the French League, Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga, and Spanish La Liga. So we've got all that money to spend on those kind of players if we want to build a team to then go and win the league and then win the knockouts, fingers crossed. So hopefully you can join me, as I say, as we've just gone 2-0 down. How does this keep happening? How? I don't get it. European football, we're dominating. It's easy, 6 wins from 6 games in that. But when it comes to the league form at the moment, we really are struggling hugely. And I think, it suggests there's actually probably much more to play than just a striker. I don't think an attacking midfielder would help either, because it's defensively we're having the issues right now as Hasek gets one back in off the crossbar. Okay, that's a good start to the second half. Let's just get the goals we need and win the game. I think we can. This team aren't very good. Carvina, they're not the best team. Let's see where they are on the table. I didn't even check, but they can't be that high up the table, surely, as luckily that goes in the back of the net. Carvina, where are they in the division? They are 10th. They're a mid-table team, all right? Lower table, I guess. And this is the game, I don't understand how, come on, show some passion out there, lads. Tactically, we might switch things up. I'd put an attacking midfielder on maybe, but we don't really have one, which is the issue. We don't have an attacking midfielder, which is maybe why we need to buy one. Although Diamande hits the post, and again, it's his finishing which is letting us down quite a bit as well. We're going to take him off the pitch, I think, right now. And at the same time, actually, let's get... Oh, Hazek scored the goal, didn't he? Let's leave him on for now, but I want to bring Fucus on, who has scored a few goals for us this season. He can come on up front. Let's make that change. I mean, at this stage, I'll take a bloody draw, which is unacceptable for a team like Slavia Prague. Like, we should be winning and looking to win the title, but instead, we're fighting for draws against teams halfway down the table, which isn't great, as we've won a penalty. Fucus is apparently going to take it. Is he the best person to take it? I guess so. 14 penalties, 10 finishing. No one has got better than that, so Fucus it is to take this one. Don't let me down, please. Don't let me down. Let's get one back, and then we push for the winner. Then we push for the winner, and that will come. And there we go. There's one goal. Let's get the winner. I'm looking forward to the new goalkeeper joining as well. Hornysek's just been terrible. 3 shots on target, and Hornysek let 2 of them in. He's made 1 save pretty much, really. But he's had to make. Maybe he's made more saves, but of saves he's had to make, that's one of them. And right now, we're on wing. Everyone's on attack pretty much. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Attack. Nenka attack. I'll tell you what. Let's take Hasek off for Sablik to just provide something down that side. Can we just bring... Lenny doesn't like playing there. No one likes playing in the attacking midfield. Kavkos, does he want to play there? A little bit maybe. Let's just try that. Come on. Let's go very attacking as well. We haven't really got a... It's not looking good. Right. 5 minutes to go. Let's say get creative. Let's at least... Come on, boys. Don't let us down. We don't want a draw. This is going to be the winning goal. Dagnoko, Morales, Nenka. Come on. Into the middle, lad. And it's across to Polasek, into Lenigel. Lenigel has rescued the 3 points that we desperately needed there. Lenigel, that's why we signed you. We knew he could do things like that right from the start. That reminds me of the Pushka state. He'd always be around the edge of the area, always fire one in the back of the net when we need him to. And this was one of those occasions. A terrible first half. At the second half, we turned things around, but... We've got some signings to make over the winter break. Good to see that we have moved back up to second in the table, a point off Sparta Prague. So our lads are going away for a month. It's the 12th of December today. Friday the 13th of January is when they return. We need to start looking at some strikers now and attacking midfielders. Now, I think the scout reports are still going on, if I'm honest with you. So it might just be worth going on a holiday for a couple of weeks to come back and then see the scout reports. Where do I see scout reports again? Okay, players on the... It's assignments, scout priorities. How many more have we got to go through scout report-wise? 400. Okay. I think what I'll do is, considering nothing's happening right now, I'm going to go on holiday for 2 weeks and then come back, and then we will see all these scout reports. I mean, nothing else is happening over winter break. It's not like anything else can go on. We might as well just go on holiday, get these scout reports done quickly, which will just save me pressing continue just constantly for like 20 minutes. I'm just going to get it done in like 2 minutes. See, that was really quick. You know, literally that was 2 minutes in my time just sitting here, and I've only missed 61 things. Have I missed anything particularly big? No. Apparently Morales wants to leave the club potentially, or people want to buy him for £11 million, but nothing's come through. We just literally all these news reports or news articles are just scout reports basically, as transfer offers have been made for a player that I don't know about, so I'm going to reject them all. That's it. We miss nothing. We miss nothing. Let's see how good these players are. So by going on holiday for 2 weeks, we've gone from nearly 400 reports to wait for to 304. We've not really got many throughout 2 weeks, have we? The thing is, I have forgotten that we are at Slavia Prague. We've got 6 scouts. I think we had like 12 or 14 at RB Leipzig. So actually the scouting department is quite small in comparison. Well, in that case, let's just see who's come up then. You know, I've done it in order. Basically, I just sort it by value, go from there and just scout from the top to the bottom, I think, basically. So let's get on to strikers and see which strikers have or haven't been scouted out. Okay, looks like a few good ones have come back. This guy at Mexico, Juan Santos, Cruz Azul in Mexico. Like, I like his determination off the ball. That's pretty high. He's got decent stars, reasonable value. We can afford his wages as well. What about, oh, he's got 17 finishing too. That's what we need. I tell you what, right off the bat, we've got a player that we quite like. 45 caps for Mexico as well. Gets plenty. Let's put a bid in. Let's put a bid in for this guy straight away. £6.5 million minimum fee release clause as well, so they have to accept this. It's well within our budget. I'm liking that already. What else is available? I mean, this guy at the top with 5-star potential, he's probably not scouted out enough, I would say. But finishing a 17 still, physicals are pretty decent. Reports, they're saying about £2 million to £4.5 million. He's meant to be as good as Diamande. What's his goal scoring history like? Not great. Not great, but is in the Czech Republic and has got good average. He's only got 1 goal this season, and I guess maybe being that young isn't. How much would they want for him? Let's just suggest this, and they want £1.3 million for him. Okay, 20% future fee suggests that they're happy. Let's just put that bid in as well. Really, we just need someone who's going to score goals for us. We need a bit of a proven goal scorer. And the Mexican guy is a bit more of that than the Czech guy, I guess. Another Czech guy here, also at Baník, £3.5 million. He's got 16 finishing, which is, we just need someone better finish. He's more an inside forward, though, apparently. Does get goals, though. I guess he's playing right. I don't know. I'm not quite sure I'm as keen, considering he's only an inside forward more than a striker. What about Brobbery? Brobbery's always pretty good in Football Manager. History, he gets plenty of goals for Ajax. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. How much is he on though? We could afford him. You know, it sort of breaks my usual rule of young players, but a proven goal scorer in a better division than we're in. How much do they want for him? £4.8 million is good apparently. Okay, let's finalise that then. We've got 3 players potentially that could be coming in. Let's see what their contractual demands are. So, Cruz Azul, £6.5 million, Juan Santos, 33k. The guy from Slavia Prague, not from Slavia Prague, we're Slavia Prague, from Baník, 3.9k. And Brobbery wants 22.5. Okay. Let's have a look at the attributes a little closer. Now, we've not got quite as good of a scout report on Brobbery as the other two. But 11 dribbling, 16 finishing, 14 first touch. I mean, I know this guy's the cheapest one, but I don't think he's what we need. You know, potentially could be what we need in the future, but I don't think this Lucas guy he's just not as good as the other two, and we need something here and now to help us win the league title. He's not going to help us win this league title, is he? He might help us win the league in a few years' time, but he's not what we need right now. So we're going to walk away from this one actually straight away. Lucas, sorry lad, maybe next time. So then we have to decide between Santos and Brobbery, and then let's go to comparisons. Compare with Brobbery. Okay. So they've both got a nice striker heart. Now, we haven't really got all the info on Brobbery, which is why his defending is set to 0. But they're pretty similar, aren't they? They're pretty similar. Now, Brobbery's better in the air and it's got a bit more speed to him. But other areas, physically, vision, attacking-wise, importantly. How tall is he? He's only 5'10". They're both, well, they're very similar heights. I don't know why he's got such better aerial ability. At the same time, Juan Santos is younger and is probably going to improve maybe a little bit more, maybe, whereas Brobbery won't improve that much more. Report-wise, I mean, apparently agent's going to... There's nothing... We're not going to have him as a winger, so crossing isn't much of an issue there. I mean, they're both pretty decent, aren't they? There's more big green than low green on that one. I don't know what that means. Brobbery is cheaper, but is going to decline, isn't he? So that value will then drop again. Potentially a good few seasons. Juan Carlos, they could sell him for future for more money. Again, positions, they're very, very decent. You know, very similar, so it's fine. In terms of match stats, I mean, this season 6 goals isn't... Well, it's not... Neither of them have got outstanding records this season, but Brobbery's not playing so much, is he, I guess? I think, particularly actually looking at this attribute sort of screen here, you can see, particularly in the mentals, Juan Santos is better. His technicals, as he gets older, are only going to improve as well. So actually, I think Juan Santos is the man right now. So we can't sign both of them, unfortunately. So Brobbery, let's walk away from you. And let's negotiate then with Juan Santos. Let's start negotiations. Important player in a season's time. That's absolutely fine. Negotiate the contract, 36k. It all looks okay to me. Seasonal landmarks, that's fine. Minimum fee release clause, let's remove that. And yearly wage rise as well. I'm happy to sort of pay that money for him. He wants more money now. How about 40k instead? Not 40, whatever it was. 40k. There we go. Okay. Juan Santos. It looks good. Now, of course, we still have 350-odd scout reports to go through. And given how long it took to do 50, and I think we nearly had 450 to start off with, I don't think we're going to get through all these players by the end of the transfer window, even if I sort by recommended players. So there's a good attacking midfielder here, look. So also scouting out attacking midfielders. We could do this right now. Advanced playmaker, but only 2-star current. How good is he? Oh, we need more scouting on this guy. What I'll do is I'll prioritise him. He looks like he could be okay. Let's prioritise him. And actually, whilst we're here, maybe just prioritise these ones as well, because they're also not bad. I'll cancel these ones, because they're not going to be great for us. And that takes us down to, what, 300? Oh, it's not great. Perhaps I should have been a bit more proactive with scouting earlier on than I did, but I've made my choice now. I've made those mistakes. We've got one striker that looks pretty decent coming in. I was going to try and wait around and see what other sort of players were scouted out, but it's not looking great. Oh, and we could get Robbery at the end of his contract, apparently, as well. Like, oh, we don't have to pay money for him. We can just offer a contract to him. Although, of course, we cancel contracts. You don't talk to us right now. Maybe later on, though. And then this Juan Santos guy is coming, like, now. They say, you've got to have him now. I'm going to say, let's delay this. I don't want to spend the money just yet. Instead, that's delayed a week, so let's go on holiday for 6 days and just get these scout reports come through quickly. So we're back from our lovely little holiday. There's 2 transfer bids that have come in for Nenka and Juan Morales. Neither of them are leaving, because I like them too much. While saying that, maybe actually Jose Morales could go. If we want to move away from the CDM and get an attacking midfielder in, he might be a candidate to go, but at the same time, I'd want more money than whatever they offered, 6 million. I'd want more than that. Also, big up to Dagnoko for African Defender of the Year, second in that. Well in, my boy. How many scout reports left then? How many have we got through in those 6 days? Hardly. I don't, honestly, lads. It's not happening, is it? Let's have a quick look at what strikers have been scouted. If anyone's decent, we could put a bid in for them at some point. But I don't think anyone new's come... Maybe this guy was new from Salzburg. He looks like he could be good. I feel like he'll be a lot more expensive though. He's valued at £8 million. I think he does look a little better. Compare with... Where is he? Juan Santos. Let's compare them. Actually, Juan Santos in most areas is better... Maybe, actually. This other guy's rapid, he's got 16 speed, but actually they're very quiet. He's not as good, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not as good, I don't think. And I think the way that I started the scouting as well, because I sorted by value, it's all the most expensive players first, and then it sort of filters down. So the cheaper they get, the less likely they are to be good. So I think, actually, maybe we go for this Mexican lad. It will come through, and I think I'm going to press accept on it. So let's ask for confirmation then on Juan Santos. It's coming through. I'm happy. I think we're maybe overspending on wages a little bit, but at 23 he'll get a bit better. It's that 17 finishing that I'm really liking, and his physicals are decent. A little slow. Oh, he's good. He's good enough. I think he's good enough. Accepts. I've done it now. I've done it now. No going back. So there we go. He is set to sign for us. You love to see it. And we'll see him properly in game next episode. Probably should have checked him against Diamande before we did this, but other than speed, which we know is a little bit slow at, he is as good or better than Diamande in every area. So positive stuff. In terms of an attacking midfielder, we have got how much money left? £2.4 million to spend on one should we need to or want to, and I think I will do that off camera because today's episode is already going to be quite long, I think, anyway. So we're going to finish up there. You'll see the attacking midfielder should we get one coming in for next episode, and next episode I think we play through some of these games, see how this new striker does, and then we'll come back for these games, basically, these 3 games, Sparta Prague and who we play in the Europa Conference League second knockout round. That'll be quite decent, I think. So thank you so much for dropping by today. Massively appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow as another episode comes out. So thanks ever so much. Drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and of course, I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.